Have you ever had one of those weirdly real body moments? You are watching a horror movie late at night, and something suddenly jumps out of the dark. Or you missed the last step on the stairs. Or maybe you have been holding it for ages. Finally reach the bathroom, and every stall is taken. In that instant, your whole body tightens up, and one very specific muscle hits the emergency lock. But here is the strange part. If a healthy adult squeezes that muscle as hard as they can, most people hit their limit at around 55 to 60 seconds. Kids and older adults may reach that limit even sooner. So why does the body seem to draw the line at almost exactly 1 minute? First, we need the anatomy. Around the anus, there are two main muscle locks, the internal anal sphincter and the external anal sphincter. The internal one is involuntary, which means it works automatically. You do not have to think about it. It quietly helps keep the door closed all day. The external sphincter is different. That is the one you can control on purpose. If your brain says squeeze, it squeezes. If your brain says relax, it relaxes. So when nature calls at the worst possible time, like on a subway or in a long line for the bathroom, the external sphincter is the one trying to save your dignity. But it has one problem. It is not built like a marathon runner. It is built more like a sprinter. This muscle contains a lot of fast twitch fibers. Fast twitch fibers are excellent for sudden force. They are great when your body needs a quick emergency response. A jump scare, a sudden fall, or a desperate moment when you need control right now. But fast twitch fibers are not designed to hold maximum tension forever. Ask them to keep working at full power, and they start getting tired very quickly. The next reason is energy. Every muscle contraction needs fuel, and your body has several ways to provide it. The phosphagen system is the fastest. It can power a strong contraction almost instantly, but the supply is tiny. Glycolysis is a little slower, and it can work without oxygen, but it produces byproducts such as lactate. Aerobic metabolism can last much longer, but it depends on oxygen and takes too long to help with a sudden clench. At the beginning, for about 8 to 10 seconds, everything feels fine. The fastest energy system is doing its job. Then that quick fuel starts running low, and the body shifts more toward glycolysis. Lactate and other byproducts begin to build up inside the working muscle. The muscle starts to feel sore, heavy, and harder to control. The longer you keep squeezing, the messier the signal gets. By around 55 seconds, the muscle is basically saying, "I am done. Please stop asking." There is also a hidden wiring problem. This muscle is controlled through a nerve called the pudendal nerve. That nerve carries signals between your brain and the muscle very quickly, which is why a jump scare can trigger that clench almost instantly. But when the muscle stays contracted too long, especially past about 50 seconds, the nerve signal can start to weaken. Your brain may still be trying to send the command, but the message is no longer getting through cleanly. Then your body adds one more layer of protection. If the spinal cord senses that the muscle is under too much strain, it can bypass your conscious effort and send a forced relax command. That is not you being weak. That is your nervous system stepping in before the muscle gets overused or injured. So that near 1 minute limit is basically a safety lock. It keeps a small but important muscle from being pushed too far. If you are curious, you can test it gently, but do not force it, and stop if anything feels painful or wrong. If you try it safely, drop your time in the comments. And if you like weird body science, follow for the next one.